Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. So Florida Atlantic's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going right and going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Bernard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
back to pass. Going deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Hard-hitting tackle.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Owls. A pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Isaac. That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds us back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Bernard. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Owls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Bernard. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking for his man. Got his man on the right. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A great catch and run for 6.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
To the air on second down. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Setting up the screen. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got a man. It's Selden. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Temple Owls. And it's the Demon Deacons looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though,
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What's nice about this tight end is he can stretch the field vertically. You saw it there on the corner route. Really nice throw by the quarterback, getting it out early, puts just enough air under it so his guy could locate it. This guy, he's got those long strides, right? The big fella, he's just eating up yards, and he's able to get some separation before securing the catch for a big gain.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This is a designed run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass. He's going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. All the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Now the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Might have a chance. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Makes the grab and the corner.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And right down the middle. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save. Oh, he's got some space. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Escapes the pressure going right. That's caught. It's Sullivan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking to buy time. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. The ball bounces out of bounds, and they can't get it done on 4th.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the 4th quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
There's a crease. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Starts to scramble to the left. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
Red 54! Red 54!
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.